When planning this leg of my trip, I chose to stop in Rhode Island on a whim. I have never been and didn't even have it on my list of bucket list destinations, but boy am I glad I stopped. I immediately fell in love with the charm of the city. Even with it being the end of season and cooling down, the city was still lovely. While a lot of activities and restaurants were closed for the season, I got some great weather and decided to do the cliff walk. The cliff walk runs right on the water. You've got ocean on one side and mansions on the other. Built at the turn of the 20th century, these mansions were built and occupied by families like the Vanderbilts. You can tour most of the mansions, but the price was a little high in my opinion, and I feel like I got just as amazing of a view from outside on the cliff walk. You can start the cliff walk from a few places. I started from Bailey's Beach and made my way down, around, and then up the peninsula.
This walk is just so much fun. It's so pretty. I'm like immediately in love with Newport and I want to come back in the summer. It's so stunning. I can't.
There wasn't any parking by the spot that I started, so I had to park about half a mile away. If you have any accessibility issues, I do not recommend starting from this area.
Not gonna lie though, this walk is a little tricky in places. This is the path. Doesn't look like a path to me.
There are quite a few parts of the path that have been damaged. I ran into two lovely women who told me the way they came from was not damaged. So if you're not into climbing over some big rocks, start the cliff walk from Easton Beach and head south. While I wanted to complete the entire cliff walk, I started to get hungry, so I bailed by Rose Cliff. Even doing only about half the entire walk, it took me well over 2 hours to do. Granted, I did stop a bunch, but make sure to leave plenty of time to complete this walk. It is Halloween. Halloween is on a Monday this year, and the campground I'm at isn't doing anything special for Halloween, so people aren't sticking around for Halloween itself, but everyone either packed up yesterday or today, and it is definitely not camping season anymore because I am the only one. And there's a couple spots behind me, and it's just me. Whoops. Another charming spot in the city was Castle Hill Inn. I highly recommend going and grabbing a drink from the bar and taking it outside to sit on the lawn. I went around 10:30 a.m. and wasn't in the mood for alcohol, so I asked the bartender my options. He made me their signature blueberry drink without alcohol, and oh my goodness, it was so good. The view from the lawn is spectacular. I'm sure if you came in the summer, it'd be an endless parade of boats. In my opinion, Castle Hill Inn is a must-stop on your trip to Newport. Thank you for charming me, Rhode Island. I can't wait to come back.